In this video, we're going to learn about how to sketch the 3D form of the prototype in a general form. Not like what we built for our model, but a more general form because we're still beginning to learn how to sketch. So we can actually take the reference from our prototype that we have built, and also on the 2D drawing that we have seen. So now we want to put the 2D drawing onto the crate on the box that we have actually on the right side of page 11. So we want to label them front view and the end view and the plan. The plan is the top, the end view is the side. So now that we have this, we want to put this 2D picture into the crate. Okay, so we look at this like it's like an A shape in the 2D, so we actually want to transfer this onto the front view. So when we hold a pencil, make sure that we're using 3 fingers and we're holding it slightly away from the tip. Lock our wrist and swing our arm so that we can get straight lines. So once we're ready, we can now transfer this A shape, okay, like a triangle shape. So we mark one corner to the other corner on the top middle of the line. So we start to sketch lightly so that we can get the line, reference line. Right, so once we sketch the lines, we can see the triangle. Then we now work on the smaller detail on the band there, and then on the smaller band, okay, we just lightly sketch them so to get the shape. Okay, once we have the shape there, we just darken a little bit more to get the lines more visible. Same with the base. Right, so once we are done on the front view, okay, for these lines, we can start to add thickness onto the front view as well. So we add the thickness onto it, then we will sketch it. Okay, sketch the thickness. Okay, make sure the thickness, the lines are parallel to the base line that we have started with. Okay, darken it so that it's visible, and now we can work on the end view. So when we work on the end view, we basically make sure that our lines are parallel to the crate. So it's about 30 degrees slanted to the right. So we just find that point, right, mapping from the front view, and then we extend the lines. We call this extrusion. Okay, we extrude it to the end view. So we just keep sketching parallel lines, finding each point of the sketch on the front view, and we just extend the lines. Right, so we use light line first, okay, then we darken a little bit as we go. So remember to lock a wrist, swing your arms. Now we go to the plan, right, which is the top view. So once we have done that, okay, we can darken a little bit more on the end view, okay, before we work on the back panel of the front view. Okay, now we will look at the back panel. So back panel, we need to make sure that it references to the front view and that is a parallel line as well. Okay, so remember we sketch lightly. Okay, we try to get the correct line. Okay, if we miss, it's alright. We just keep sketching until we get the correct lines that we want. Okay, then we fill in the rest of the detail by sketching the missing lines. Okay, there's a thickness there, so we have to sketch a line. So if we want, we can actually extend the hidden line right behind the panel, okay, right behind the plan and the end view, but it's okay, we can leave it there as a very light line for now so that we can see through. Okay, now we darken the lines. Okay, from the front view, we darken the lines, then we go to the end view, darken the lines. Remember that there is a thickness, so we will darken the lines according to the thickness, according to the lines that are seen. Okay, we will not darken the lines that are unseen, that are hidden. So we leave it as a very light line for those hidden lines. So once we darken it, we can now see a much better form of the prototype. It is important that you darken the lines so that later we can actually see it when we overlay it.